All right, everybody, I got a great one for you today. Today is the day that Pinball FX VR drops. And not only did they drop today, they have collaborated with X-Arcade. And yes, X-Arcade sent me this VR tank stick for purpose of review. We've been playing with it. I'm loving it. And Pinball FX reached out and gave me a copy of Pinball FX VR so I could test it out and show it to you. And we're going to do that today. Now, earlier this week, I did a live stream with Pinball FX 2 with the tank stick, and it was super complicated to get the tank stick and hooked up to the PC and then getting it to work. It did work though. It did work. And once I got it working, it was awesome. It was really cool. They are revamping that version of the game, so I'm hoping it is as simple as it is in the new version of Pinball FX VR to use the tank stick. But we're going to go into that today. I'm going to show that off. I'm going to show you what it takes to do it. It's really simple too. You just take these two things, pop it in there, hit the side buttons, and then you're good to go. So we're going to put this on right now and let's go do it. There's the logo. Zen Studio. Pinball FX VR. Yep, so when you first log in and you boot it up, you're going to get that message. If you have the dongle inside on the side of your MetaQuest, it will say, hey, we recognize that you have the X-Arcade Tankstick VR, and when you want to use it, you just walk up to a machine and you put the two controllers in the slots and hit the side buttons, and it will automatically align for you. Kind of showing off the room here. Got a little spin thing. You can spin that for it's got tickets you can get, and you spin and get prizes and little trophies and stuff like that. Little figurines. It shows the latest new ones right there, so you'll see duplicates. The dart game is pretty cool. Yeah, as you see, I was getting pretty good at it. I hit a couple bullseyes. I actually got a achievement for hitting the bullseye. This is all done with the VR controllers. So anything you're walking around, picking up stuff, you're using the VR controllers. Walking around, you can do the warp thing too. I was just showing the kind of walking around. Whatever you prefer.
Place your hand next to your hip and grab a coin.
That's a cool feature too. If you look down on by your hip, you can act like you're putting a coin in. Good old Star Trek. Now for this video I recorded, I turned off the music. There's an option to turn off copyright music. I just turned it all the way down so there was no music, but there is music with this, and you'll hear music like during like some call outs. I have like the background music there, but the actual soundtrack is muted right now. Still get all the sound effects and stuff, so you get the idea. Yeah, this is really fun. With the tank stick, you really feel like you are right in front of the machine in this room playing this game. Spacing's perfect for a pinball. Yeah, this kind of goes off and have these little battles. Look like the Romulans are attacking the Enterprise. And all those effects, like the numbers and stuff, you can turn off with the points. Whatever you prefer. I kind of like them. See what my points are and stuff, but I know some people don't like that. That's another thing. It shows you little achievements and stuff. It tells you if you're close to beating one of the people on your friends list. James hates everything's on mine, so it shows me every time I'm about to beat him. I've done it a couple times. This is Twilight Zone. I've never played Twilight Zone, so this is like my first try at it. It's an interesting table. I watch a lot of Twilight Zone as a kid or growing up. Watched a few episodes. That robot is funny. He gets electrocuted and then he wakes up and he'll shoot the bubblegum machine. You don't like that bubblegum machine. You're like, what was that for? Yeah, I didn't do too well on this table, but this was my first try. It's an interesting table. Powerball. And then I lose it. Like I said, it was my first time playing it. Yep, and he kind of dies there. Well, next up, I think we move over to the augmented reality portion. As you can see, it kind of highlights it so you can see where to put the controllers. Pop that in there, and voila, you have a VR augmented machine in your room. Now, you do have to have kind of 3D space in mind. See if that shelf I have standing there, if I push the VR stick, X-Arcade stick closer, it would like show the shelf, so it doesn't fight with things around you. That dog on the left, you'll see at the end, he's kind of like embedded into the Miss Pac-Man machine I have sitting in there. So you kind of actually do have to have an empty space where you put it, and when you move, you can put other machines in other places, but you actually have to physically move the X-Arcade machine over there. So I would just recommend having one spot and just kind of swapping them out. But I really like this World Cup soccer. Me and James Hates Everything are competing on this one. It's a lot of fun. I played the real one too. I recently played the real version of this actual machine. It's very similar. They did a very good job of emulating this. So, but as far as graphics and like fidelity and how everything looks, it looks amazing. I didn't have much flipper lag or anything like that. And there was a little stutter here and there sometimes, but like I had to catch up a little bit, like in the beginning when you first load it up. But nothing crazy. Once it loads up the table, isn't that cool? You can just see your hand. It's like you're just standing there and you have this machine. See the dog's kind of embedded in there. And there's everybody in your, like the leaderboards. There's not a lot of us who have this game yet. We actually have a chance. But pretty soon, once this game goes public, we won't. All right, guys, there you have it. That is your first look at the Pinball FX VR working with the Tankstick from X-Arcade. I have been having a lot of fun with this. It is super simple to do. Even if you don't have a Tankstick, the Pinball FX VR does work quite well. I was sitting in my bed, looking at the ceiling, going like this, playing it when I first got it. It was great. But once you pop these two things right here, next level. The augmented reality thing is super cool. You're gonna need the space though to set that up, but it does work, and line it up is super easy. I think that was the hardest part about FX2 was getting everything lined up. And if you accidentally hit a button, you're really just trying to get everything lined up again. But this makes it right here super easy, super cool. So if you want to check it out, I'm gonna have affiliate links in the description. If you use that link, it helps me out, helps you out. I appreciate it. We're gonna see you next time. Again, I am JPXL and I'm out of here. Peace.
Eyes locked on that steel, rolling fake with the topple of a wheel. Roll me through the storm.